Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick little video and share with you guys some of the vegetables that you can plant for a fall harvest. Today is August 1st, and I want to get this out just in case there's anybody who has not or thinks that they cannot still plant. So what you want to do is you want to look up your first frost date. My first frost date is October 5th. That means I have 65 days in the growing season. Now, what you want to do is you'll want to grow stuff that will mature in that time. So when you check the seed packets, make sure that the maturity days is within that time frame. If you have things that are like that you want to grow like carrots or root vegetables, you can get a little longer season out of those. Like the kale and collards, those things sweeten with a light frost. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do, and there are a lot of workarounds that you can do. So I want to share with you some of the stuff that I'm going to be planting this fall. Actually, I need to get a lot of stuff planted today. I feel a little bit rushed, but I'm gonna show you the seed packets that I'm gonna get started. Okay, I have them down here on my little tray. Let me show you. I got this little scallop tray from the thrift store. It's so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna be growing a lot of leafy greens. So kale, collards, spinach. I might do Swiss chard again. We didn't eat a ton of it, and I have a bunch in one of the beds right now. So I'm thinking I might go ahead and just freeze that for later, for like to drop in soups or something. Anyway, so I've got this mustard southern giant kale from Park Seed that I'm gonna grow. I've got kohlrabi, empress, and forster, and I know this is probably showing up backwards, so I shouldn't even do that. So kohlrabi you can grow, kale, obviously. You can do radishes. You can do, like I said, collards. You can do carrots. You can plant all the carrots. You can even overwinter carrots. Sorry. You can even overwinter carrots in the ground until next year if you want to. So you do cauliflower. Let me see what else. Turnips, another root. Cabbage. Bok choy. All the things that you would sow in spring for that are more cooler season, you can do that right now. So we've got a rainbow blend of seeds from Park Seed, spinach, radicchio. Let me see what else I got going here. I am going to be resowing some herbs too. So cilantro, definitely. I'm going to resow a couple of different herbs, but I don't have the seed packets here to show you right now. Oh, and this radish here, the daikon, that looks super cool. And then let me see what else. I don't have my other herb seed packets, or else I would show you those, but definitely there's still time. And if you want to extend your garden season, then cover your beds with plastic. You can get hula hoops from Dollar Tree, cover them in plastic, cover your beds, and you can extend your season out even longer. Like, that's what I'm gonna do this year. I'm gonna cover my beds again in plastic like I did in spring, and we're gonna just keep it going. So I just want to encourage you guys to, if you are in a colder zone like me that experiences hard freeze, very cold temperatures, keep going. Cover your beds and keep going. At least experiment and see what you can get away with. I am going to go ahead and plant these seeds, but as far as me like face to face talking to you, this is it. All right, let's get to planting. So you guys know I have a partnership with Park Seed. I have a link in the description. If you guys want a discount off of some fall seeds, you can go ahead and follow that link and do that. I do get a small commission from that. So if you do buy, thanks ahead of time. So I'm going to try out this seed sorter. I have never used this seed sorter before, so this is my first time. I just opened it and I'm putting the seeds in, and I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure. It's easy, but there's something about having the seeds in your hands and sprinkling them yourself that I enjoy. You know, it's part of gardening, having my hands in the soil, well, my gloved hands in the soil, and then sprinkling the seeds. I usually use a bare hand to sprinkle the seeds because it's more easy to control where they go. So in this bed, I'm going to be planting several types of greens. So I've got kale, I've got collards, and I have mustard greens that I'm looking so forward to having these to have this season. I love greens. I love cooking greens. I love just the memories growing up where, you know, everyone would head to grandma's house and we would have greens, or either, you know, we would bring the greens or grandma would already make the greens. And it's just such a good feeling. So I love making them. My family loves them. My kids and husband love them. And it's just such a good like tradition that, you know, when the weather's cool, you start making greens and, you know, all those other heavy dishes. And that's one thing that I love about fall is the food, and it's so comfortable, and the cozy clothes and the warm drinks. Like that's my favorite. That's my favorite. So on the outside of this bed, I'm actually planting some carrots. I kind of like my carrots to go around the edges of the bed. I don't know why. It's not like I've been able to like really grow some great carrots. So it's just something that I like to do. It's odd, but I do it. There's just something about having seeds in your hand. This is my favorite part of planting, is putting the seeds in the soil and then covering them. I love, this is my favorite part. You see it? You watching? So here's where I'm sticking my carrots, very right on the edge. In my mind, they'll just grow straight down, you know, in the ground, in the soil, and they'll be nice and straight and perfect, which they never are. They always come up gangly and silly, but I do it. And this is a rainbow blend of seeds that I got from Park Seed. You can find it on their website. So you might remember these PVC pipes. This is my spring cold frame setup. I did not do a full how-to video. I don't think. I'll have to look. If I do have it, I'll link it so that you guys can see it. I think I did it for TikTok, but not necessarily for YouTube. So we're just getting this set back up, and this will carry me through the winter time. I will be covering with plastic instead of this see-through screening once the cold weather sets in for the year. So the beds are finished. Every bed has been planted with some seed, some sort of seed. So we've got, this bed's got mainly kale and collards. This bed has carrots, kale, collards. That bed has cilantro and cucumbers and carrots. This bed has kohlrabi, what is in here? Swiss chard, and one other thing. Cilantro. I planted cilantro again. And then that bed's planted again. So I should be good for fall. These beds are covered because they are growing things that cabbage moths absolutely love. Cabbage moths love to lay their eggs on like greens. They love to lay their eggs on greens. So keeping these beds covered like this is helpful. The first bed is covered in a fabric netting. The second bed is covered in like a screened window netting. So like for our screen porch there, it's the same material. Someone at the Joann's talked me into it. It worked out pretty well, but I'm actually going to switch it over to the white netting as soon as I can get back to the store and pick some up. But everything is planted. We've got sprouts, we've got all kind of stuff going on out here in the fall garden. So if you guys have not started yet, go ahead and get started on your fall planting. There's still some time. Once the temperatures dip super low, like below 46 degrees, I'm gonna cover these 2 beds in plastic to extend the garden season. That's something that you can do to keep. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about my raised beds, about covering in plastic, about covering it in the fabric to protect from pests. Just let me know, leave the comments in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video.